It was amazing.
Thank
It was,
you.
and I've seen a lot of these shows, but
Thank
you
you.
gave me everything. Starting off with the glam.
It's called All I
and
Have.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, it was so impressive. And
Thank
then
you.
how cool that I saw a lot of your friends from Leah and
Yeah.
even saw Bieber, Ray Liotta
Yes,
was getting down.
yes.
I mean, that's got to feel really cool to have them all come out
You
and
know
support
what?
opening
I
night.
have the best friends. Leah always supports me in everything that I do. All my girlfriends were here, my special girlfriends. But yeah, to see people that I work with who I didn't know were coming, people that I don't work with that like Bieber and Kelly Osbourne and Rosie Hunt, all different kinds of people
Yeah.
here. Enjoying the show who are just fans, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, So I was super happy. It was a great opening night.
Yeah, a lot of love in the room. And
Yeah,
then
a
I
lot
love
of
the
love.
collaborations too.
Yes.
Ja Rule coming
Ja,
out,
Pitt.
Neo and Pitt.
Neo, yes. It was, I asked these guys, I didn't ask a lot of people to come out, but I did ask a few people, and I felt like Ja and Pitt have been such a big part of my music, in different moments of my career.
Right.
It was like me and Ja, and then it was like me and Pitt. You know what I mean? And so I really wanted them to be here. And then I was thinking, I wanted to sing Very Special, which inspired All I Have, which
I love that
inspired
song,
the
yeah.
show. And
That was
I
highlight
thought,
for
who
me,
could
yes.
be that guy? And I was like, who are the R&B guys who could sing that?
Yeah.
And Neo's one of my favorites, so
Yes.
for sure I
Is
wanted
that something
him
we
to
can
come.
look forward to in shows, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, whenever he wants to come out and sing, he can. I just asked him to come for the opening.
Yeah. I gotta say, the highlight for me though was watching your mom, Guadalupe.
I mean,
she
everybody.
was so. I was like this.
She
watching
was on
you
tour
and her.
with me. Yeah, she was on tour with me, so she learned all the beats and the steps, and she
Right.
knows all the musical breakdowns and things that we
You
do.
get it from Mama right
Yeah,
there.
that-
And how many? I was trying to count, but I lost track. How many outfits did you have?
Oh God!
total.
There's changes within the changes. So
Yes, that's right.
There was like 3 changes in Kimbara. I come
Yeah.
out with the Celia kind of
Right. That was very Celia,
and then
yes.
we come out of that into my outfit, and then we strip down and let's go. So it was like 3 in just that one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have to count.
I mean, right now, balancing Shades and
Yeah.
Idol and obviously the Vegas show right here.
Yeah.
How do you sustain the energy? Or break down the schedule. Like, how does
It's
that work?
funny. This is a different kind of tired. Like when you do shows like this, and I'm
Yeah.
just realizing as I'm getting into it now, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have to do this 3-4 times a week, every few months. Okay, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and you were giving. I mean, you're
have
not marking anything. You
No,
are
no,
like
no, no.
killing it
And
right there.
My shows are very high energy,
Yes.
so I just have to figure out what works. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like training.
Yeah.
You figure out what works. I mean, so
Right,
we just
right.
kind of balance it
Yeah.
out so we can do everything really great.
And then the balance, speaking of balancing out with the family, you got
Yeah,
me a
with the
little,
kids.
you got me a little choked. You got me literally choked up.
Did
When
you?
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment.
Thank you.
When you were singing
Yeah,
and you
people
made that
tell
move
me
to
they
your
start
kid.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
song, I was like, oh my God! It was
Yeah.
like it was such a great moment right there.
They are. I always want them to know how important they are because I work a lot, and they're always with me. They
Mm-hmm.
were here tonight. They're here during rehearsals. They're here all the time. But I sometimes don't ever want them to feel like they are not the most important thing. So I
Yeah.
always tell them that, and I always want to put something in my shows that lets them know, like, you inspire me.
Yeah.
I was always thinking about you,
Yeah.
even
And
when I was working.
One thing real quick, I wanted to ask about that picture I saw with you at the Globes with Gaga and
Yes.
I think Kate
Let me
Hudson.
tell you something
what was
about
up with that
Gaga.
conversation tonight?
Well, first
Well, what's
of all,
up?
we
You
were
were
just,
gonna
it's
talk
just
about Gaga. Tell
girl.
me about her.
She is such a sweetheart. She sent me flowers after that, just saying it was great hanging out with you. Like it was, she's
That's
just
a classy move.
She is. She's a nice girl. She's a New York girl like myself.
Yeah.
And it was just very, very. She was overwhelmed with the fact that she won. And it was very well deserved, and and it was gracious. There's a graciousness about her, and I really like her. I like what she stands for. You know what I mean? Kind of like coloring outside the lines and being outside the box, and being accepted, and she's a nice person, and I really am happy for her success.